to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Tis the season for all your holiday favorites, like a very Jonas Christmas movie and Home Alone on Disney+.
Should I burn down the joint? I don't think so.
Then Hulu has National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
We're all in for a very big Christmas treat.
All of these and more streaming this holiday season. And right now, save big with our special Black Friday offer. Bundle Disney Plus and Hulu for just $4.99 a month for 1 year. Savings compared to current regular monthly price. Ends 12/1. Offer for ad-supported Disney Plus Hulu bundle only. Then $12.99 a month or then current regular monthly price. 18 plus terms apply.
Do you feel that you drink too much wine, or maybe it's another alcoholic drink, and it's really having a negative effect on your life? Adam here, and I was working with a client that felt that their Achilles heel wasn't just alcohol, but it was wine in particular, because they would never drink too much beer or drink too many cocktails. But if it was wine, they couldn't open up a bottle without finishing the bottle, and there was an element of compulsion. And where that had the biggest impact in their life was in their home, quite often because it would mean that they would wake up the next day and they would feel lethargic, they wouldn't have the same level of energy, and they'd be quite annoyed or cross with themselves. So in this hypnosis session, it uses 2 levels of disassociation, and it also has an element of introducing 3 golden rules about a relationship with wine that would be useful for this individual, and it may be useful for you too. These golden rules are, number 1, no drinking wine at home. Now, that doesn't mean they can't drink other alcoholic drinks, but just not wine, because wine was their Achilles heel. So no wine in the home. It could be that there is wine in the home, but just not drunk by them. If it was drunk by someone else, that would be fine, but no wine for them. The second is that if they do drink wine, they order it by the glass. That's crucial, because their compulsion was if they open a bottle, they finish the bottle. And of course, if you're in a bar or a restaurant, you can order a bottle of wine. But by ordering by the glass, it means that they have the ability to just finish the glass rather than finish the bottle. And that was their pattern. So that's very helpful. So rule number 2 is order by the glass. The smaller the glass, the better. And then the third rule is always have a non-alcoholic drink before an alcoholic drink. So therefore, for this client, if they were going out and having 2 small glasses of wine, but each of those 2 small glasses needed a non-alcoholic drink beforehand, then actually they could enjoy the whole evening with 4 glasses of something and not have any hangover, not have any downsides, wake up refreshed and energized the next day, and still keep wine in their life. Many people don't want to be either a teetotaler and, have completely no alcohol at all, or to make it a forbidden fruit. And, I'm saying this as someone that I've not drunk alcohol for nearly 8 years. For me, that was the right decision not to have any alcohol. But for other people, they want the kind of relationship with alcohol that I have with sugar. And that is in moderation on special occasions. And then that way it's still in my life, but not too much. So if anything like this appeals to you, you might get some value from this session. Some of the references are going to be unique to the individual. Some of the things they wanted to replace wine with, like protein smoothies, might not appeal to you. So ignore any suggestions that aren't quite right. Hone into the ones that are. And if you do like the idea of having a bespoke session with me, tailored to your exact circumstances and your exact outcomes, there will be a link in the description where you can schedule a completely free consultation call to explore working with me. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, breathe in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, feel that wonderful feeling of release, as if any tension, worries or stresses feel like they're leaving your body in your outward breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to find that rhythm. Maybe that rhythm that you naturally get to when you're doing yoga or meditating. Activate your diaphragm so that the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you feel. And the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you breathe. Each breath taking you deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. Scan your body for any clues of tension. Sometimes it's there in the forehead, or the jaw, or the neck, or the shoulders. But as you breathe in that relaxation, just imagine that tension melting away. Feel it leave your body in your outward breath, and start to feel a looseness, a relaxation, all around your face, neck, shoulders, going down into your arms. That's it. And I want you to think of a time where you were walking on a beach in southern Spain. And I want you to imagine, maybe it was a time of day when there was no one else around. And I want you to feel that connection with the sound of the waves, perhaps the sand beneath your feet, sunshine on your skin. And I want you to feel that element of alignment, connection, but deep inner peace. And I want you to imagine seeing a puzzle, a board game, there on a table on the beach. Maybe it's one of those jigsaw puzzles with 500 or 1,000 pieces. Now this puzzle is an image of you a year from now, with the ideal relationship with alcohol. And I want you to imagine on that beach, sitting down and trying to figure out all of these separate pieces to make that picture, and allow the logical, analytical, that part of your brain that likes to solve problems, to focus its attention on this jigsaw puzzle. But then separate yourself, because there is an intuitive, unconscious part that just wants change. And I want you to imagine observing that logical, analytical part there on that beach in Spain, trying to figure out the jigsaw puzzle. But the unconscious part continues to walk down the beach, separating conscious from unconscious, logical from intuitive. And as you continue walking down the beach, I want you to imagine seeing a door. Not just any door. I want you to imagine a palatial door, the kind of door that you would only find on a grand, stately home. But it isn't connected to a building, and yet the door is still there on the beach. And I want you to imagine standing in front of that door, looking back, seeing that logical part still attempt to finish the puzzle, but now looking at this grand door. And very soon I will count from 5 to 1. As I count, you will imagine opening this big, heavy door, walking through, and finding yourself in the tranquil countryside of the Cotswolds, near a lake. But for now, you're in front of the door. 5. Pulling the handles of this heavy door open. 4. Making them wider. 3. Seeing the Cotswolds beyond the threshold of the door. 2. Walking through the door. And 1. Hearing it close behind you. As you now imagine what it would be like to be there in the Cotswolds, near a lake. And I want you to imagine there under blue skies, sunshine, and a gentle breeze, in that wonderful countryside near the lake, is the most comfortable chair you've ever seen. I want you to imagine placing yourself on that chair, looking out over the lake, and feeling a deep level of relaxation, a feeling of connection, a wonderful feeling that there is nothing you need to do, but your unconscious intuitive mind is open to new ideas, new ways of thinking. And as you sink into that chair looking out over the lake, I want you to imagine the ability to create a 3-dimensional hologram hovering over the lake. Because as your unconscious mind starts to receive suggestions, I want you to allow that creative, intuitive part to imagine what that would be like in your life. You could imagine yourself like you're someone else, doing things differently, like that hologram over the lake. That's it. As you sink into the chair, your unconscious mind becomes suggestible to useful suggestions that get to enhance the quality of your life. What once was an Achilles heel then becomes evidence of growth, progress, and your ability to lose that vulnerability of the past. As you look over the lake, I wonder if you could imagine how it would be if the idea of drinking wine at home simply doesn't appeal anymore. As if the home environment now feels reserved for other things. Other people can drink wine there. It's just not for you. Each time you think of wine at home, your mind starts thinking of a useful rule that can benefit you. A golden rule. No wine at home means more control, more freedom, and more clarity. I want you to imagine seeing that future there over the lake, what it would be like. But even if a bottle of wine is bought and put into the fridge, it gets taken out and put into a different room. Not because out of sight, out of mind, but because wine in the fridge would just clutter up space that could be used for other things. And then imagine yourself outside of the home. I want you to see yourself with the ideal relationship with wine. 1 or 2 glasses outside of the home, maybe in a bar, in a restaurant, a dinner party, a special occasion, but outside of your home. And when you're out and you order wine, it's by the glass. And it feels elegant, deliberate, and complete. I want you to see that version of you that totally believes that one glass is enough. But also see in that future that even when you're outside of the home, you have another quirky rule. That before any alcoholic drink, you will always have a non-alcoholic drink. And maybe that's a glass of water. Maybe some kind of fizzy drink, juice, perhaps even in certain circumstances a hot drink. But I want you to see that this relationship is empowering. You are not missing out. You are simply taming a tiger. That first sip of a healthy drink, and maybe it's sparkling water, perhaps some kind of healthy substance that is full of nutrients or probiotics or something good, or maybe juice. I want you to see that future version of you still seems to enjoy it just as much as you did with wine. You associate any drink in certain settings as relaxing, calming, or perhaps just useful to hydrate, because you begin to associate hydration, clarity, and freshness with the idea and the feeling of taking a break. You don't need wine to take a break. And imagine if your favorite wine glass becomes a symbol of calm and not indulgence. I want you to imagine filling that same wine glass with something non-alcoholic, reaffirming a powerful identity, someone who chooses health, balance, and self-respect. And sometimes that might be some kind of protein smoothie, perhaps sparkling water, or perhaps a drink that contains supplements or vitamins or something to help you relax. And you can enjoy the ritual of pouring, holding, and sipping without needing it to be wine inside that glass. And what if the thought of a glass of wine is telling you how you want to feel rather than the substance that you need? If the thought of a glass of wine means that your body wants to relax, to de-stress, to escape, then there are so many different ways that you can do that. And I wonder if you could find ways to relax naturally rather than needing that chemical combination that alcohol is. Maybe on those days when stress appears, your first instinct becomes to stretch, slow your breathing, or release tension. Maybe it's time spent doing a particular type of yoga, a place where you can get to a place of calm quickly. The gentle hold of a pose, the slow rhythm of breath. What if that becomes your new sanctuary a safe space to unwind. And even just 5 or 10 minutes of meditation can feel that stress can go away quickly, and wine wasn't needed. Or when emotions are running high, see yourself reaching out to a friend or a family member, a supportive voice, and feel relief through connection and discussion rather than consumption. As you are learning that relaxation is a skill, not a symptom from a substance, and your body begins to crave what truly nourishes it: water, certain decaffeinated teas, fresh air and movement. Imagine where your mind feels clear, your morning's brighter, and I want you to see that future version of you with this new relationship with alcohol and golden rules about where and when you drink wine. That version of you springs out of bed in the morning, more energy, looking chipper, starting the day right. And I want you to see that you will be tested. You will be tested when someone buys you a bottle of wine, a wine that you used to like, but your rule is you don't drink it in the home. Or maybe you'll be tested by your own emotions, genuine things that happen in life that make you feel anxious or stressed or overwhelmed. But I want you to see that future version of you, looking forward to these tests, because each time you are tested, that pressure testing ensures this new evolved identity becomes robust. See yourself in that future with that pride, empowerment, more discernment and higher standards. Because for you, less is more. And it's the quality rather than the quantity that matter. And don't be surprised if you drink less wine, yet enjoy it more. Because your relationship with wine is shifting. And what once was routine can now feel unnecessary, outdated, just an echo of who you used to be. I want you to think of those 3 golden rules. No wine in the home. Not for you, at least. And if you do have wine, you order by the glass outside of your home. And rule number 3, before any alcoholic drink, whether it's wine, a beer, or a cocktail, always a non-alcoholic drink first. And I don't know if it will take days or weeks for these rules to become unconscious. That they just become what you do and how you are, and you don't need to force them. But it's when those boundaries, those rules are tested, that's when they become truly strong. And even a setback is useful if it strengthens your boundaries, making them more robust the next time. I want you to imagine floating into that hologram over the lake into the version of you that has the ideal relationship with alcohol that you want. Feel how that would feel like. Do not need or want to drink wine at home. Have the occasional glass when you're out and about. And always have a non-alcoholic drink before an alcoholic drink. And I want you to feel that this isn't missing out. This is giving you more energy, more pride, more clarity, more sense of self-esteem. Float back to the chair and imagine walking away from the lake and seeing that huge door belonging to that stately home, this time taking you back to the beach. Imagine pulling the door open, walking through, closing it behind you, and finding yourself on a beach in southern Spain. And not too far away, you can see that logical, analytical version of you nearly completing a puzzle, just one final piece. And that puzzle is a picture of you with the ideal relationship with alcohol. Maybe you see yourself smiling. Maybe see yourself with more energy, more accomplished, more elegant, or more discerning. There is a clue in that image as to how this new relationship with alcohol enhances your life rather than reduces your enjoyment. And maybe it's what you're doing, where you are, how you're feeling. And each time you come back to this puzzle, the image will change. But in all cases, it will be you with your ideal relationship with alcohol that empowers the quality of your life without the downside. Step into that logical, analytical part so two become one. Stare into that image and know this is now where you're heading, so that all parts of your life feel great, and what's already good becomes even better. And as you walk away from the puzzle, I want you to imagine floating all the way back to your present. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, connect and calibrate into the here and the now. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, and you will awaken feeling a deep resolve to take the image of your future as a blueprint, to make tweaks and changes, set new boundaries for yourself, so that within a short period of time, this conception becomes reality. Starting to count 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of The Hypnotist. If you've enjoyed this episode or got some value from it, please give it a 5-star rating and review. And maybe you know someone that would also benefit from this particular episode, in which case share the episode with them so they can also get the benefit too. And if you would like to listen to this episode where it's just the hypnosis, So no intro, no outro, no explanation, just the hypnosis and completely ad-free. There will be a link in the description where you can subscribe at a very low cost and only get access to the hypnosis. So if that's of interest, please check that out. Thank you again for being a regular listener of The Hypnotist, and I'll see you again soon for more.